Namaskar. I'm Harpreet Kaur and I welcome you all to our live and interactive online training on device and network security. You are watching us live on PM eVidya channels 6 to 12 and also on our YouTube handle NCERT Official. This training program is brought to you by Central Institute of Educational Technology, that is CIET NCERT, in collaboration with C-DAC ISEA Hyderabad. Well, today we are in day one of the training session and the topic that we are taking up is Securing Your Devices, a Comprehensive Guide. We will be talking about how to take the precautionary measures and what are the threats and how we can keep our systems safe. In case you're having questions regarding the topic, please feel free to get in touch with us. Our phone number is 880044 0559. Our email ID is training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in, and on our YouTube handle NCERT Official, you can always send us your questions, suggestions and your feedback. Now friends, as you all know that it's a training program, so there is going to be an assessment on the last day of the training session, that is on day 5. If you want to attempt the assessment, you have to watch all our sessions very carefully, and for more guidelines and instructions regarding the assessment, you can visit our CIET website. If you score more than 70%, you will be granted a certificate that you can download from DIKSHA portal. So I request you to kindly visit the website. Now, there's one more request. I want everybody out there to kindly not mark your attendance and ask relevant questions during the session so that you can get the much needed information. And now let me introduce you all to my guest for the session. Yes, for day one's topic, which is Securing Your Devices, a Comprehensive Guide. I am joined by Mr. Himanshu Shekhar. He is Project Engineer from C-DAC, Patna, Bihar. Sir, namaskar and very warm welcome to the session.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for having me here.
Right, sir.
It is a pleasure having here.
Well, pleasure is all ours. Yeah. And now, sir, before you delve deep into the topic, I request you to kindly apprise us all about all the important points that you will be covering in the session today.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Thank you. So, as we all know that our topic for today's day one is that securing your device is a comprehensive guide, under which I will be covering why it is important to have security and how whatever devices we are using, like our mobiles, laptops, and how can we make our these devices secure. So that is what we'll be looking at. Okay, and then. Shall I move forward, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, first of all, for giving us the brief overview about the session. Now you can go about your presentation uninterrupted, and whatever questions we will be receiving from our viewers, we'll take them up in the end, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Sure.
Please go ahead. Right. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So let's start.
Yeah.
Today's agenda will be why security matters. Then we will be seeing the foundation, the password and the MFA multi-factor authentication, how we can secure our computers, then mobile devices, network and Wi-Fi safety that we all use in day-to-day life, identifying and avoiding scams that we will be looking into. So first point, why security matters. Here we will be seeing that as we all are using security devices, not security devices, devices which has become the part of our daily life. Okay, mobile, laptop, PC, iPad, and whatnot. So here you can see that data lost and theft is one of the major reason, because here I have put down some news headlines. A report that I have gathered is that phishing was a top attack vector, that is 18% of the incidents, and a business email compromise was the costliest root cause, which has cost $215 million Indian rupees in 2024. Similarly, financial fraud is there. Okay. Recently, Ministry of Home Affairs has said that 36.4 lakh financial fraud cases were reported in 2024 via National Crime Reporting Portal and another other agency. Similarly, which has gone up from 24.4 lakh in 2023. So we can see that the secure importance of security arises there. Similarly, we have all heard about the term digital arrest, and we are seeing many cases in our news channels, in our social media platforms. The how people get scammed using under the digital arrest. Here, which has I have put down some stats also here that around 2000 crore rupees were lost under digital arrest alone in 2024. Similarly, loss of trust. Yes, it is one of the biggest matter, security concern here. Why? Because any company whose data is being breached, automatically the customers using their platform will hesitate to visit that site. Why should I visit that? Similarly, I have here some stats regarding that 77% of Indian companies reported that fraud has influenced customer satisfaction, and 78% noted its impact on customer conversion rate. Yeah, customer conversion rate, you have heard me right. Okay, so these are all concerns, and yes, cybersecurity is not an option. We see that it is a necessity. We should apply it where we can. Okay, so how? Let's see. The first line of defense. Yes, strong password. We all are using passwords in day-to-day life. Here you can see that uh, we are using bank apps, okay, social media apps. There are various applications. We have created our IDs, okay, whether it is government or government ID. Similarly, we are protecting it with strong passwords. Okay, are we seriously? Are we really protecting? Let's see. If not, how can we protect? So we will be looking into the complexity of the mix of upper or lower cases, numbers and symbols. I don't know how many of we use that, but it is one of the safest and the strongest. Okay. Length. It is suggested that at least 12 to 14 characters of password we should create. Okay. Then the uniqueness. We should never use the same password. Okay. Multiple times on multiple platforms. And similarly, and how can we, I know, a question arises, how can we remember all such passwords? Yes, that is a very good question. And the answer to that is password manager. Yes, there are various password manager available, whether you are using Windows application, whether you are using Android, whether you are using Apple product, all have a password manager with them. Okay, and we can use them. It will help us with what? It will help us with create such strong passwords, complex password, okay, and unique password for whenever we want to use them. Okay, and you do not need to remember that. You just need to remember the one your password manager password, and it will take care of rest. So here, as I already said, do not use the same password on different platforms. Why? Because when an attacker gets, let us suppose my email account is compromised. Okay, so we all know that we are using same email on different platforms. So human psychology says that we do not want to uh, wander away from ourselves. Okay, we keep the same password, same password. on many platforms. Okay, so if my email is compromised, you know what can happen. I am using the same on Facebook. I'm using same email on Instagram, same on with my banking application. So it is suggested that do not use the same password on the different platforms. Okay. So how? And the next thing is to add an extra layer of security with the strong password, we can add a multi-factor authentication. What is that? Okay, it consists of something you know. Okay, something you know what? Like your password. Okay, then in addition to that, you will require a something you have. For example, you have your mobile, a special token that is only exists with you. Okay, so during we most of the people that I am friends with or I am aware of are using multi-factor authentication, and at the same time I am seeing that most of them are unaware of what is multi-factor authentication, and if they are aware, they don't know how to use them. So there are many authenticator apps are there, multi-factor authentication apps are there. Okay, SMS based, email based. Okay, we all receive a OTP when, for example, in when we make a transaction of more than 10,000 from our ATM, it will ask for ATP. Okay. Similarly, a biometrics is there, but it is not as much as safe that Authenticator app. Okay, in Authenticator app, it will always gives you random OTP for limited period of time. Okay, so I would say that Authenticator app are best while implementing the multi-factor authentication. Okay, and where you can see that here I have mentioned few things like in our email, banking apps or websites, social media platforms. Okay, these are all critical accounts, and be we should take care of that. Okay, using multi-factor authentication. Now, moving onwards, computer security. Yes, we all are using computers in our day-to-day life for let's say for learning something. Students are using it. In corporate, men developers are using. I myself use a laptop. Okay, and what are the golden rules? Here we will be looking into them that we can use to make our computer safe. Okay, computer here is the okay. So we will be seeing the patching. Okay, the patching. If there is something broken, we have seen that in previous times we used to patch something. Okay, patch with something glue. And here's similarly with the same analogy, we are in sometimes what happens as softwares get outdated, so we need to patch them. And how we are going to patch them? We will be patching them using regular updates that are provided by the companies. Okay. For example, I myself is using Microsoft product. So whatever the updates provided by the Microsoft, I I will and I am mandated to update that. Okay, because it will help me uh, to build my security posture. Then there is antivirus or anti-malware. Yes, most of have heard about them, but I think most of them do not use that. Okay, so use a reputable solution, keep it active and updated. Okay, so Microsoft Defender is one of the good example that that is uh, that is very best in today's market, and there are many more available in the market. Why it is important that antivirus is should be used in our computer? Because we most of I most of the people, most of the audience that we will be visiting so many websites, or they will be clicking on many unverified links. Okay, and we don't know what links have downloaded, what it is controlling. Then antivirus plays a major role there. Okay. It has tentacles attached to every object or every software that is installed on the system, and it is monitoring 24/7. Okay, and to monitor it, it should be updated regularly. Okay. Then there are firewalls. Yes, firewalls. It's like it's like another layer of security that helps in network protection. Okay, when you are connected to the internet, so you are the limited you are not browsing the internet safely most of the times. Okay, firewall helps you there. It gives you an extra layer of security. Then there comes what are the best practices that can be implemented in our computer systems. That is encryption is on the top. Why? Because suppose your system gets attacked. Okay, let us say you got a malware downloaded, and it has opened a backdoor channel to the attacker's PC. Okay, so what is happening there? Attacker is able to exfiltrate the data from your computer to his computer. So why encryption? Encryption makes your data unreadable. Okay, because it is encrypted, and if if your data is encrypted, if the attacker has exfiltrated your data, he or she may not be able to understand what is the data. Okay, that is a good sign. Next thing is backups. Having backup is important. Regularly backing up your data to an external drive or cloud is a good practice. So we all are using uh, Google Google Drive, okay, OneDrive. Similarly, for open source practice, Open Cloud is there. So, okay, that provides a service, backup service. You can purchase it more if it is suggested. Yeah, it is recommended that we should always use a mm, we should always use a cloud, very a protected cloud service provider like Azure, AWS. Okay, not the free ones. Okay, because you don't know whether they will leak your data, or how they are keeping your data, because we do not understand the privacy of uh, that company. Okay, so always look into that. Then there is access control. Yes, how your device should be given access to. Okay, so always keep that in mind. Lock your screen when you are away. I have seen so many of people, okay, in my vicinity, that they they are working, but when they want to, let us say, want to go to washroom, they do not lock their screen, and we don't know who is watching or not, who has what intention. So it is always suggested, lock your screen when you are away from your PC. Use a complex PIN or biometric login. Then mobile device security, the basics, the basics here we'll be looking into is the screen locks. Yeah, we all are using screen locks, but and it is mandatory. I have uh, seen in older people also, most in the cases of older people, they they do not implement screen locks, and their thought behind that is uh, what is going to happen, who is going to look into my mobile, who is going to look into my mobile, and what data they can take from my mobile or my device. Okay, that is their mentality. But in social engineering there is a term कि every the weakest link in any uh, cyberspace is human. Okay, so here to overcome that, it is always suggested, whether you are using laptop, mobile, or iPads, then you should always screen lock. Okay, using pin patterns, biometrics, and etc. Then there are app permission, and it is very important. Review and limit permissions. It is suggested always review and limit permissions like location, contacts, cameras. Okay. And why? Why it is important? The reason it is important to review the app permissions, because we do not know whether that app is sharing what kind of data with their uh, with the other party, the third party. Okay, so it is suggested that every week, okay, you should every week or end of the month, whatever the permissions you have allotted, okay, you should review and limit the permission. By default, there is facility provided by the Android or Apple, for Apple users, that your it will give you a prompt that you have this permission assigned to this app, and it is you have not used this device for let us say 90 days, more than 90 days, and please review, and if review it. Okay, then so these are the things that we need to take care by ourselves, because our safety is in our own hands. We have to keep that in mind. I have seen one example, and I would like to share that in case of app permissions. L- when I was doing some uh, research regarding the app permissions, I was able to see that many of the uh, apps, okay, many of the apps on Google Play uh, tell what permissions they are asking. Okay, and we can, and I have seen, first that was my behavior also, but I have changed that, and I have inculcated a practice, whether whenever I am downloading any application, I will always look into the what kind of permissions it is asking from me, and whether I am whether it will be it will work or not without that permission. Because most of the application, we have seen that in, like, in case of let us say government applications, they always ask your camera should be on, and like that. I have seen that, but we should always review whether before installing, and after installing also, that I have used it, now I have to remove the permission, so that we have to be aware of that. Okay, we have to be mindful of that. Now next thing is official stores only. What is that? Download apps only from official app stores like Google Play, Okay, iStore, Apple Store, and like that. Why official apps? Because these platforms provide you extra layer of, because they it's like they do a background check of the application. Okay, they have a play protect function, or function that helps, or that analyzes whether it is a malicious app or not, what kind of permission it is asking, and it is mandatory for the third party developer or the company to provide that details. Ki what kind of permissions are required to install that application, or what it will be used for. Okay, and who is going to use that data, if they are uh, if they are asking for personally identifiable information, like name, email, your date of birth, and whatnot. Okay, so they have to tell with who is going to use that data and for what purpose. That is mandatory. So it is only provided on these official platforms, okay, like Google Play. Okay, and I would suggest that you should also visit the Google Play, or whenever you visit Google Play, always look into these things, these small things, because small things matters. Okay. Next, some pro tips that is crucial for mobile device security is that we should know how to remotely erase your device if stolen. Yes, we can do that. Many of us are aware of that, but who are not, it is very much recommended for them. Why and how can we do that? Let me tell you. When you go to settings of your mobile, either Android or either Apple device, you will just type in search, uh, find my device. The, and it is provided on most of the system, most of the mobile devices. What it will gives you, that whenever your device is stolen, so it provides you feature, it gives you an option whether do you want to erase the data remotely, and so it does so. It has that if but you need to switch on that that feature of your mobile. So remote wipe is very much recommended in case your mobile gets stolen. Similarly, disable unused uh, features, yeah, widgets like Wi-Fi. I have seen uh, in homes you are using Wi-Fi, okay, but when you go outside, you are using mobile data because there is no Wi-Fi available, and your Wi-Fi is still active. It is on, and it is asking, first it will drain out your battery. It will constantly ask for the whatever open network is available. It will try to connect. Okay. Similarly, same with the case of Bluetooth. I have seen that also. You are playing a music, or in your home, and using Bluetooth speaker or on your headphone, but when you go outside, you do not turn off that thing. Okay. Similar with the case of location. So if not required, do not use these things. Okay. Always switch off, because these, first of all, they drain out the battery. Okay. And from security perspective, these things are used to locate you. Okay. These things are and can be used to locate your position, current position. Okay. So it is suggested that disable them when not in use. Similarly, physical security is very much important, and do not leave your devices unattended in public. Yeah, most of the people don't do that, but these things happen unknowingly. You have kept your mobile while talking to someone, and then you stand up and continuously talking, and you went away, but your mobile is sitting on that table only. So it is very much a physical security risk there. Okay, because you are giving away your mobile freely. Okay, that is one of the thing. Similarly, let's see. Yes, network safety uh, in our homes. I know we all are using home network Wi-Fi. Okay, Wi-Fi devices, Wi-Fi routers. Okay, of various companies in our home for basic things. Yeah, for connecting our television, uh, family members' devices, laptops, and whatnot. Okay, so what things we should take care while setting up the network in our homes. So whenever we purchase a Wi-Fi, so there is a default password. Okay, that is already a set. Okay, and when the vendor comes to your house, they also use the same. They do not suggest you to change the password. Okay, it is sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It is okay, let's not get into that, but router default passwords are there, and whenever your device get reset, it will reset to the default username and password immediately. So it is always suggested that keep changing this your username and password of the router configuration. Okay. Similarly, most of the devices are now comes with the strong encryption. Uh, okay, that is WPA, Wi-Fi protected access 2 and 3, which provides you a strong encryption, by the way. Okay, these are the security protocols that we need to keep in mind while setting up a home network device. And then there is a guest network. It is very much important. Why? Because uh, when for your home network, it is suggested that create your own, create a separate network for your own home devices. And whenever someone visits to your home, let us say your relative comes, your friends come, so it is they always, yeah, please, they ask for it. Do you have Wi-Fi? Yeah, please give me the password. So what you immediately do? You immediately share your password without knowing that whether their device is up to date, whether it is infected or not. Okay, what is where it has already been. So yeah, ask yourself these questions. Okay, before giving your password, or just create a guest network, a different from your home network. What it will give you? It will give you uh, a separate space, because whenever any friend or relative comes, you and ask for the password, you provide the password for the guest network.
Yeah.
As simple as that. They will be happy. They will praise you. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is one of the thing.
And I think this is something that we take very lightly because we
Yeah, yeah,
share
yeah.
our passwords and then we forget to change the same. So it's definitely going to be a cause of concern because we are actually putting our security in question here.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Please continue, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Then in public, now we all know that uh, we always visit places like railway station, airports, and let's say cafe, and immediately we ask, yeah, there is a free Wi-Fi available. Let me ask for it. And you go to the counter and ask for it. What is the what is the password for the Wi-Fi? So they immediately give you. So it is not a good practice. And let me tell you why. Because uh, in open Wi-Fi, what happens is that many people are connected, and most of them do not know where who is listening or who is intercepting your data.
Yes.
Yes, most of them don't know, and they just let's say uh, a businessman or a corporate employee is going somewhere, and he or she is on a airport, and they just connect to a open Wi-Fi on the airport, so they don't know who is connected to the same network, and they just immediately log into their network without checking anything. So what does that do?
Yeah.
Let me tell you. So what it does is that your confidential data gets public, and you don't know who is listening. So there are various tools used by the attackers, and one of them is for sniffing. Okay, is that they will sniff out your data, and you will be unaware of that. Okay, so it is always suggested avoid sensitive data, okay, on using whenever you are on a public Wi-Fi. And if you think that it is very much required, it is very much necessary, always use VPN,
Yes.
okay, for secure and encrypted connection. Because if someone is listening, he or she might do not understand what is going on. Okay, so that is one thing. Use mobile data, always preferable if there is a good network coverage, network reception on your mobile. Please prefer your mobile data or hotspot over unknown public networks. Recognizing phishing, it is very much important. Why? Because we have, as I have shown in the first slide, phishing is one of the major attack vector used by the attackers. So how we should look into that? Scammers tricking. What is phishing, by the way? Scammers or a person tricking you into giving personal data via email, SMS, or call. Okay, that is phishing. So it is a bait. It's like a bait you throw to the fish, okay, and fish eats that. So and then the person enjoys the same thing, okay. So it is very much like that. That's why. Then what are the red flags that we need to look for? Yes. So there is a sense of urgency whenever there is phishing. Always the scammer or the person will try to make something urgent. Sir, please do that. Sir, please can you do it very fast?
Yeah.
Otherwise, the time is running out. You will not get the reward or something like that.
They create a panic situation
Yeah,
basically
they
so that we
yes,
give
yes,
up and
correctly said, ma'am.
give in to their demands. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah, rightly said, ma'am. Then there is a generic greeting,
Right.
spelling grammar errors, and other things.
Yeah.
Suspicious sender address,
True.
request for login, financial data, etc. Then there is a link test. Okay, hover over whenever you visit any link you think that it is suspicious, hover over it. Just do not click on that. Hover means just go over that and see the actual URL reflecting at the left side bottom corner. Okay, that is one of the good way of checking that. Then there are malwares, malicious software that is being used virus, spyware, ransomware designed to harm. And ransomware is one of the major threats that are faced in nowadays. We There is one of the example that we should not forget that our AIMS institution in New Delhi was one of was attacked by some ransomware. Okay, that what it does, it locks your files and demands money for release of the same data. So how we can keep protected from that? Keep antivirus updated, be cautious of attachment or downloads, and maintain good backups. Always keep that. Yes, what we have seen before, always do that. Then you will be, there's chances that you will be protected. Then software piracy is there, crack softwares, and most of the time we have seen that uh, major organizations today also use crack software or pirated softwares in their organization. And the risk is that it is a major source of malware infection, and they don't know that. Okay, so it is suggested what they need to do, only download softwares from official or trusted sources and perform hash check before installing. What is hash check? It is given when you are installing software from the vendor website, the trusted source. Okay, it is given there. It will, it is, it is provided. Do not use unofficial app stores, okay, which provide you free paid apps. Okay, do not get lured by them, because it is indirectly telling you, please download and get a free malware. Okay. Then there is public spaces, use privacy screens. Yeah. Why privacy screens are important? Because uh, privacy screens will only works blocks the side screen view. Okay. Any person who is viewing from the any angle will not be able to see on your screen. Only you will be able to see on that. And be aware of shoulder surfing. Yes, whenever you are traveling, when you are typing on your WhatsApp on your mobile while traveling, there is some person lurking over your shoulder, who is seeing, oh, something he or she is typing very important. Okay, this is the psychology behind that. So secure storage is there. Lock up laptops, devices when leave your home or out, offices. And there is a USB, universal serial bus, which is a danger device. Okay, when not handled properly. Never plug in an unknown USB drive when you find. So it is related to physical device security. So it is suggested that privacy settings always, like in Google, in your Apple devices, review and restrict privacy settings, whether you are using any social media app or any messaging app like WhatsApp. There is always privacy settings on that. Please go through them. Then there is oversharing. Do not share extra information what is asked from you. Okay, limit the amount of personal information you share online, or to in matter of fact, to other person, whether who is talking to you. Okay, if you don't know them. Delete and deactivate. So delete old and unused accounts and apps. Yes, it is very much important, because it is taking up your space. Maybe it is outdated and you have not updated it. So it is an entry point for the attackers. So keep that in mind. Always delete or deactivate unused accounts or apps. So what we should keep in our digital toolbox? Yes, password manager for secure password, securing passwords. Yes, then there is antivirus and security suite, VPN, if you are using a public Wi-Fi, encrypted messaging tools. Okay, Then secure backup solutions. It is very much important for the toolbox that everyone should be aware of that and keep with themselves. So this is what we have started today. Enable MFA on email and banking. Keep that in mind and implement it. Not keep that in mind also. You have to implement them. Okay. Change default router password. Review app permissions and delete unused apps. Already said. And start using a password manager. Very important. So be proactive. Update always. Okay. Update always what? Your devices when the uh, official updates are provided or patches are provided by the company. Think before you click. That is very much important. And secure your password. Okay. So these are the key takeaways from today's session. I hope I hope I have
Yes, sir.
I have said something.
Yes, sir. You have
Yes, ma'am.
actually covered all the important points, and I would like to thank you for your presentation. We have one
Thank you,
question
ma'am.
for you. We often hear this term social engineering. So please
Yes, ma'am.
explain what do we mean by this term social engineering and how it impacts devices security.
Yes, ma'am. Social engineering is basically, ma'am, let me, shall I unshare my screen first?
Yes, sir. Or because we have very little time left, you can just
Okay,
answer the
okay.
question rapidly.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So social engineering, we have seen that social engineering is one of the thing that people people as a hacker, we know as a hacker
Yeah.
use these techniques to get into your system.
Okay.
So they get into your system because they just they look for the weakest link in any network, and that I have already spoken,
Yes.
that humans are the weakest link in any network or in any cyberspace. Okay, so, and they target them ki, how we can manipulate that person, and they play with the
Okay.
psychology of that person, and whatever the device that person is using, the target, the victim is using,
Yes.
okay, is exploited by the attacker.
Okay.
Okay, whether they will simply give them the USB drive. Yeah, it is my the hacker will give you the USB device, and
Okay.
they will tell you, yeah, it just print one of the document in that pen drive, and what you will do, you are a good person, you will think, oh yes, yes, yeah, एक print ही तो देना है.
Yeah.
So you will just print that device, and it is already configured with pre commands. Okay, and when the person just plugs that USB, it will harm that victim's PC,
Okay.
and it will compromise the whole network. So that is the whole idea.
Right, sir. Sir, because we do not have enough time left, I have to wrap up the session over here. But I'm sure all our viewers who watched our session, if they're having any questions, they can email the same to us. But sir, for your time and contribution to the session, I would like to thank you. And I'm sure that whatever tips you have shared with us, if we follow the same and just stay disciplined when it comes to our devices security, we will save ourselves or protect ourselves from all the threats that are out there. Sir, thank you so much once again.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much for having me here.
Right, sir. So, viewers, now it's time for me to wrap up this session over here. Yes, today under the umbrella theme of device and network security on day one, we talked about securing your devices, a comprehensive guide. These are the things, these are the tricks that we already know about, but we are not implementing the same and putting our security and the security of our loved ones and the security of our data at risk, which we should not be doing. So, please watch the session carefully if you have missed out on the live session that we aired, and you can then be ready to attempt the assessment. Now I'm closing day one's session over here, and let me tell you very quickly about the textbooks. They are available on Amazon, Flipkart and NCERT website. You can purchase them from there. I'm talking about grade 4 and 7, and simultaneously you can take a quick look at the schedule, what's all coming ahead. In a short while from now, you can watch a session Sahyog, where the topic is going to be dealing with exam stress in a healthy way. With this, it's a wrap. This is me, Harpreet Kaur, taking leave of you. Namaskar.